Mornstead, from a distance, presents itself like so many other small towns all over the world. Safe, respectable, innocent. 3 years ago, Mornstead schoolgirl Jessica Parker went missing. For 3 years, there has not been a single sight of her. Until now.
What do you think she was doing there? Did anyone see her?
No one seems to notice her. It gets even better.
We've worked very hard on this case, and wherever Jessica is, it certainly isn't round here. Our officers deal with fake footage all the time, and this is an obvious example of one of them. We're disregarding this as substantial evidence, but thanks to the council, we've still got the funding to carry on looking for Jessica. Thank you very much.
She's probably dead. That footage can't be real.
She was taken. So many creeps were always going after her.
I heard she was going out with Ollie. He's always been trouble.
So my question is, what happened to Jessica Parker? Missing at 17, bright student, good grades, popular in school. So why does no one seem to remember her? We weren't the only people there that night. Someone else must have seen her, surely. I'm going to look back through the footage and try and put some names to faces. Wait, Malk.
Oh yeah, let's get pizza.
No. The pizza boy from that night. That must be where he works.
Oh yeah. Wait, Josh, where are you going?
Okay, we ready? This is Ollie, a pizza boy working
So
in...
you want me to exaggerate on some parts?
No.
I could put an accent on if you want.
No, you're fine just being yourself. This is a documentary on Jessica Parker.
Jess,
Oh, so you knew her?
I just didn't know this was about her.
So you knew Jessica Parker?
Everybody knew her.
What?
It's just a small town, isn't it? Can't remember the last time we spoke, to be honest. But I'm over it.
I don't know. I'd be pretty upset if that was me.
Well, she was a slag anyway.
You still seem pretty choked up about it, Ollie.
But I'm not some fucking weirdo. Why would I get caught up about some tart? If you want to speak to a stalker, why don't you go and see the guy who's got pictures of her on his wall?
Who?
Just this guy delivered to last week.
What kind of pictures?
Shit.
What kind of pictures, Ollie?
Look, I should probably get back to work.
Wait, just one more question. Did you see Jessica Parker the night we did?
I told you, I was doing deliveries that night.
Let me get that.
You got it?
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay, cool. Motive? What motive?
For the disappearance.
What, you think it's Jessica?
Well, the jealous ex is always a suspect.
Yeah, well, you've been wrong with this type of stuff before. I think you're right, though. He definitely has a motive. What do I do now? Stalker?
He didn't give us an address, though. We'll have to figure it out tomorrow.
Got to turn you off. Bye, guys. Right, we're on.
Okay, so I've been reading back over the newsletter and I noticed all the photos are credited to a Peter Johnson. So on a whim, an intelligent one I may add, I contacted him via email. Peter Johnson is the local photographer for all the town's events and clearly the people too.
So, you found him?
Can we set up an interview?
Yes, he said we can interview him today.
What?
I haven't told him anything about Jessica. I just said I wanted to see his work.
You're not just gonna walk out. Fuck's sake. It's a bloody camera.
Right, okay. What do we know?
He has pizza delivered to his house.
He has pictures of Jessica visibly up on his walls, like he's idolising her. But he sounded like a 40-year-old man on the phone. So why does he have pictures of a 17-year-old girl?
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
So, is she a model? Is she related to him? Does she even know him? Is she aware these pictures are being taken? Does anyone else know about these pictures?
Excuse me. I think you dropped this.
Thank you.
What is it?
Huh? Ah, just a newsletter. What are you doing?
It's a nice shot.
Right. Your name is Peter.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you do for a living?
I like to do my own journalist type work.
Any articles we might have seen?
I just photograph things. I like more natural shots, promoting the town in any way possible, visually.
Promoting.
Well, not promoting, but more helping people, really.
Did you do any coverage on the Jessica Parker case?
I sure do. She was a good client of mine, actually.
What do you mean by client?
We worked together, often.
Would we be able to see the photographs?
Of course. Could you not film around my home, please?
Yeah, of course.
This is where I keep all my favourites.
What the fuck? It looks like she doesn't know you're taking them.
She was fine with it. She never complained. She's just so pretty.
Could you take us through some of these photographs?
Of course. This is Jessica's 17th birthday. This is with one of her male friends. And this is the last photograph I took of her. She was leaving Mrs. Evans' house.
Who's Mrs. Evans?
She's just an elderly lady who lives down the road. She's lived there as long as I've known.
So this was the last time you saw her? You didn't see Jessica Parker the night we did?
Well, I would imagine not. She was taken from us years ago.
Okay. You've been a great help. Thank you for your time. You can start filming now, Mel. Tomorrow it is then.
Ah, so you're the young filmmakers harassing my residents.
Harassing? No.
Well, we've had a few complaints about your intrusive interviews.
I didn't think we'd upset anyone.
Well, you are, and you better stop before you probe too far. Jessica was loved by us all, and we're still not over it.
You covered Jessica's case, right?
We're just not listening. Stop probing into something you know nothing about.
But if it was to end the film and stop probing into the case, then how could we end this respectfully?
There's nothing respectful about this.
Where was you the night we saw
I
Jessica
think you should
Parker?
leave now.
Here you are, man.
Wait, officer. We were just wondering if a man called Peter Johnson has ever been reported for any intrusive behaviour.
I said you should leave.
We're here to talk about Jessica Parker. Did you have any relation to Jessica?
Yes.
Could you tell us how you knew her?
She helped out around the house. Paid, of course. But that wasn't enough for our Jessica.
What do you mean by that?
She stole from my drinks cabinet. I hear from her grandson she was trying to sell it on at school. You might want to mention I caught her drinking it too. Chateau Lafite. Expensive wine that was.
She stole from you.
Certainly not the way the Parkers raised her.
Did you ever resolve the issue? Did she ever pay you back?
Never spoke to her again. I mentioned it to Officer Baxter. He said there'd be serious consequences. Oh, and I called her mother. I believe it was dealt with from there.
Do you remember the call? What she said to you?
She said it wasn't a convenient time, and she hung up on me.
Okay, and
No, I didn't see Jessica the night that you did.
Okay. I think we've covered everything then. Thank you for your time. Malcolm, stop messing around. Well, she definitely didn't like Jessica. Well, she wasn't exactly frail. She seemed like a right nasty piece of work. I was scared talking to her, let alone stealing from her. Okay, and
No, I didn't see Jessica the night that you did.
How the fuck did she answer that last question?
No, I didn't see Jessica the night that you did.
You know, I didn't even ask her. Did you see Jessica the night we did? Ollie, Peter, or Officer Baxter must have spoken to her. But why'd they be talking behind our back if apparently our footage is fake?
You know when we left Mrs. Evans' house, that Officer Baxter, she wanted to contact him, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just watching back all his interviews.
Okay.
Never mentioned his dad was a police officer.
Malcolm, you're brilliant. This puts Ollie back in the picture. If he did anything to Jessica, his dad's a police officer, so he'd know how to cover it up.
You think Ollie hurt her?
I don't know, but I've definitely got a weird feeling about it. Like an instinct, you know.
Do you think this is why he sent us to that weird photographer guy?
Maybe. Who do you expect more to kidnap someone? A pizza boy, or a guy who takes weird photos of someone without them knowing?
Yeah, I think you're right. What's the next step?
I still want to interview the parents and see what they have to say about it all. So you're aware we'll be talking about Jessica today? How have you been managing since Jessica's disappearance?
We take it day by day. We believe she's still around.
In spirit, that is. We believe wherever she is, she's safe. And what parent wouldn't be upset at first?
Have you done anything to help Jessica?
The council have been really good to us. Everyone donates. We have our annual fundraiser.
And the money helps keep the campaign going.
The police did everything they could. I just think they lost funding for the case.
We're busy in here.
That's our youngest daughter, Sophie, Jessica's sister.
Do you mind if I say hello?
No, please.
Hey there, Sophie. My name's Josh. We're making a short documentary about your sister. We'd love it if you'd like to take part.
She's not well.
You're aware we'll be talking about Jessica today?
Yeah, I'd love to speak about my sister.
So, are you and Jessica close?
Yeah, we're basically best friends. Cinema, shopping, movie nights, just stuff like that. Well, until she got a boyfriend. She kind of grew out of me.
Ollie wasn't the best for her. Started to steer our little girl in the wrong direction.
It didn't last long, but at least it didn't turn sour. Well, no one can stay mad at our Jess.
How did you cope when Jessica disappeared?
I didn't. I was a mess. I didn't know what day it was, what time it was. Nothing was the same without her. That's when I had my accident.
What accident?
She wasn't herself. It's understandable.
I try not to remember much. I was just lying at the bottom of the stairs, numb.
We're not here to talk about Sophie's accident.
Okay. Did Jessica ever mention anything you thought was strange? You know, while she was here. Was she safe here? Anyone not like her? Were there any threats? Did she owe anyone money? Fall out with anyone? Any stalkers?
Enough! No more questions now.
Was it someone she knew?
They're crazy! They're crazy!
Right, that's it. Get out! Get out of my house!
Yeah, we understand. Okay, thanks.
What did he say?
He said, we're disturbing the neighbourhood and they want us to stop.
Stop.
Yeah. We're not doing a documentary anymore.
Nah, we can't stop now. What do you think Sophie meant by they're crazy?
Look, I don't care anymore. Can't you see how much you're upsetting people?
You're not backing out now.
I'm serious. I'm not doing it. It's not worth it.
Not worth it? All the meaningless shit we made before, that's not worth it. But this means something. We could be the ones who find out what actually happened to Jessica Parker.
I was a mess. I didn't know what day it was, what time it was. Nothing was the same without her. That's when I had my accident. That's when I had my accident.
Mel, what are you doing here?
Just getting some stuff.
Whilst you're here, can I just show you something quick?
Not interested.
Yeah, but you will be. Mel, will you just take a chair and come and look? So, look at that picture.
Yeah, I've seen it like 1,000 times.
Yeah, but you haven't. Not properly. You've only seen it before the interview.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Quick question. Why is Sophie in a wheelchair?
Because she had an accident.
Yeah, and why did she have that accident?
Because she wasn't herself. She wasn't herself because her sister went missing.
Hmm.
Then why is she in a wheelchair in this photo if it happened after the accident?
I checked the medical records. She definitely had that accident after Jessica disappeared. And let me show you something else. So in this interview, you see me look at the ceiling, right? There's a CCTV camera there. If there's one in the lounge, it probably means they have more. But why do they have CCTV?
So we're going to have to find out.
Wait, so you're back in?
I guess so. Oh, I mean, I've missed my cameras.
Malky, you sure this looks okay?
Yeah.
Hi there, Mr. Parker.
Hello? You can come and get your stuff. I don't want you filming. I can see your camera.
Okay, sorry.
What are you doing?
Just putting on the lens cap.
The lens is going to be so dusty.
What?
Can I just use your toilet?
Okay, so come back in to
You need to hurry this up.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Mark, we're recording.
Well, what are you doing? See, this is why I'm the tech guy. Right, on that note, I've got the CCTV footage.
Well, you are good for something then.
Yeah, for legal reasons, I'm not going to tell you how I got it. Right.
Well, she knows the camera's there.
Wait, is that Peter?
He must have been taking pictures. Look, he's got his camera on him.
Do you think we should look back at his interview? See if we can see the photos he took?
Yeah, go on.
Wait. What the fuck?
Is that Jessica?
What's she doing in his basement? Is that us? What the fuck is happening?
Look, she was there. Malk, we were right. It's Kevin and Ollie who drag her away. Malk, how did we not notice this?
They must have been moving there or something.
She must have climbed out the boot. Look, I knew Ollie's dad was involved.
Why?
For what she did to Ollie? You remember when Mrs. Evans said about the Parkers didn't raise Jessica that way? Maybe they didn't need a drunken, promiscuous girl running around.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Wait, have you seen this?
Hold on, that's not right. Malk, they run the whole town.
What? No, I'm looking at the lowest crime rate article.
Yeah, and I'm looking at 10 years on the council.
This is the one we dropped.
Well, we never had to.
That trolley. I recognise that. I've seen that before.
What do you mean?
It's Mrs. Evans.
So she gave us a fake newsletter?
But why?
She must have been hiding that they were on the council.
Why would she give us a fake letter?
Hold on, Malk, just grab the camera. So the council control everything, from the look of the town, the funding for the case, and the kidnap of Jessica Parker. Kevin drags Jessica away, therefore the whole family is in on it. Ollie drags her away, so he's in on it too. Officer Baxter is the authority of the town. That's why the police have done nothing about the case. Officer Baxter, Mrs. Evans, and Peter are all on the council. That's why Peter has photos of Jessica post-disappearance, and Mrs. Evans gave us a fake newsletter.
They're crazy.
That's what Sophie said. She was warning us.
Miracle, the small town of Mornstead, missing girl Jessica Parker found alive and well.
So, it's been 1 week since the last shot. We had a phone call from Jessica's dad. He said we can have an interview with Jessica for a happy ending. So.
This is weird. Hi there, I'm Josh and this is Malcolm. We're both happy to see that you're okay.
We're all delighted she's okay.
Could you tell us what happened to you?
She can't talk about that now. There's an ongoing police investigation.
Could you tell us what happened to you the night we saw you?
That she escaped her kidnappers. She didn't feel safe enough to come home. Obviously needed to know that they'd gone. You know, just in case the person found her again.
I'm going to have to ask you to stop interrupting, please. Jessica, is there anything specific you'd like to say?
It's a happy ending.
Okay then. Well, I only have one more question. What happened to Jessica Parker?
Slowly put it in.
Okay.
Camera rolling. No. Just getting ready for me line. Sound ready?
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess there's only one more question. What happened to Jessica Parker?